What happened was ugly and truthful. The world looked at them as strangers without names, but these were my neighbors. Stuck on rooftops, with no food, little hope, left to die for 4 days. Treated like orphans of the 14th Amendment, blamed for their conditions, called refugees in the land where they pay taxes. 1,836 graves were swallowed by broken levees and delayed responses from a nation too vain to care. And in Houston, the cancer of ignorance was spreading before the water started receding. Quote, they're going to come and take our jobs. Why do we have to take them all? This means our crime rates will go up. These were the echoes of the self-righteous, more concerned with their neighbors' lives than their way of life. Resenting our neighbors for being caught between a storm that destroyed their homes and FEMA not caring about their existence. The ugly side of Houston started shading the skin of its false compassion. Corpus generosity disappeared when the media no longer cared. The tagging of "We Hate New Orleans" on the side of abandoned apartment buildings, and even a meeting with the mayor and chief of police to, and I quote, get the New Orleans people to go back home. Like they have homes to go back to. People are still fighting to get their lives back in a city that can't party its way out of poverty. Most of the schools and most of the hospitals still haven't been rebuilt. But rebuilding the Superdome without helping the people has become the ultimate big easy. It tests the limits of hypocrisy to have our neighbors go back home to a city that is crippled by poverty and indifference and not see anything wrong with shaking your ass up and down Bourbon Street during Mardi Gras. So, self-righteous citizens of Houston put question. When another hurricane enters the Gulf, and it starts heading towards your city with all the rage and muster God can muster, where exactly are you going to go? Definitely not to Mexico, because after all, we got to put a wall up on the border. Or maybe we'll end up going to the Bible Belt, where they have a whole lot of trees, a whole lot of rope, and they aren't fond of integration. So no, I will not feel great. They should not feel grateful for a system that wouldn't save their lives and wouldn't rebuild their houses. To a president, an inept, dumb president who would bankrupt this nation fighting a mythical war on terror, who won't deal with the reality of rebuilding New Orleans, and there seems to be no shame in the fact that most of our neighbors still feel like they don't have a place to call home. Well, as one citizen from Houston, I would like to say it's messed up how you got here, but you can stay as long as you like. And as far as I'm concerned, you are home. So please, add some root to our barbecue. Mix a little Zydeco and bounce into our screw, and maybe we can start having second lines all the way back to the Mighty Nine. Because I know that we all love you and are happy that you are here, because real compassion never suffers from fatigue.